ever since I saw Ferris Bueller's Day Off, I've always wanted to come to Wrigley Field. And I know it's far, but the outfield, like the stands out there, seem like really close. Like you could totally pick out someone you know and actually wave at them. Here? Start here?
Yeah, but you have to take a video of the guy throwing it.
Oh yeah, okay. Maybe I'll be social media when I'm done playing. Oh, Phil responded.
Why is it empty?
Why is it empty?
It hasn't started yet, so okay.
Hasn't started yet. Yeah, he's just jealous. He'd rather be here than at All-Star Week.
Sam, do you think you'd ever be able to hit a major league?
See, no. I follow this guy. He's like he does videos like this where I think he played like Division II or Division III baseball, and he's played and he can barely do it, you know? And I'm like, never actually played competitive baseball. Maybe on one of those off ones where they try to, psych the pitcher out. They do like a 50 mile an hour. Maybe I could do that. It's still tough.
Hit Gutman's pitch?
Oh, 100%. If it was in the strike zone, yes. He'll probably throw it like pretty far out.
Has he been practicing?
He said he has. I'm looking forward to see if their practice pays off tonight. I don't know if he has for sure. He said he needs to though, but I guess we'll see momentarily.
What you'll see from the group is a committed group. A group that when you watch play will both entertain you, but you'll be proud for how they're working for each other and working for the city of Chicago. I consider the Chicago Fire a sleeping giant.
Welcome back to Inside the Fire. I am your host, Gabe Ramirez, and since the last time we caught up, the Fire, they've been rolling. 7 points from their last 3 contests, and if you missed any of it, don't worry, I got you covered, all right? On the show today, we're taking a look at the 3 big matchups against Atlanta United, CF Montreal, and New York Red Bulls, plus Andrew Gutman, Hinsdale's own, took the mound at Wrigley for a first pitch. And speaking of pitches, we'll meet the man in charge of keeping the Endeavor Health Performance Center looking pristine. And later in the show, we'll also check in with Chris Mueller, a fan favorite, with an update on how things are going as he works his way back. But before all that, let's take a look back at how the team played while picking up 4 points against Atlanta United and CF Montreal.
Couple things to keep in mind, right? Time to go to work, right? Time to go to work. Don't expect it to be easy. Expect to have to fight for every inch we get. And we'll do that, and we do it together. Every inch we battle for.
Gutierrez finding the overlap. Energy coming here as Zinchenko. Big save early on. Brad Guzan had to be sharp in his return between the sticks. There'll be a cross coming in from Zinchenko with the corner. From post sneaks in. An Olympico within 2 minutes of action in Chicago Fire. The Road Warriors with their star man, Philip Zinchenko. He adds an Olympico to his resume in Chicago Fire colors. Atlanta United trying to settle things down and respond to the adversity of going behind early. They went behind in their last matchup against Toronto, were able to come back in their latest Major League Soccer goal in club history. Individual run, top of the box, Almiron. Almiron awaits Moranchuk. Moranchuk, yes! Moranchuk gives Atlanta United an equalizer. It's lit a fire underneath Chicago Fire. Kuipers to Zinchenko. Zinchenko kicks it. Guzan. Little drop of the shoulder. Brennan swells it across to Yuri. Zinchenko. Gutman. Haile Selassie. Haile Selassie! Marin Haile Selassie weaves through traffic, slots it home. Important defending by the Fire as they cling on to 3 points. Moranchuk headed away, and it's in!
it's a point that feels like a loss, right? And for them, it probably feels like a win. I think we played well enough to win the game. When I look at it, as angry as I am right now, I'm proud of the group. And the guys have been grinding. And you see the effort they put in today to come here and to dominate the game like that and deserve to win is important.
Guys, it's been a tough 2 weeks for everyone. And everyone's going to be a level of tired out there. But I want you to picture something. Picture yourself as a 10-year-old boy. Think what that fucking boy would do to be out there, to play in front of thousands of people right now. Think about that. Use that fucking energy. Be brave. Be confident. Let's go out there and fucking win tonight. Come on now.
Last match day before the All-Star game in Austin, and we are underway here at Stade Saputo in Montreal. Laturi on the touch pass. Ball is through and tucked far post. Beyond the outstretched arms of Brady, Herbert's coming across from his left flank, and he gets the chance. And now the ball down the right side. Nicely handled there by Barroso. Off the rebound is tucked in by Kuipers. Goal number 13 on the season for Hugo Kuipers. And in transition, on the counter once again, Chicago makes it work. Sinchuk, corner of the box. The step over. The shot and the foot save made by Brady's. He just stood tall. And there's the shot. Brady with the save. Reaching out. Boy, that was placed perfectly, but an even better save by Brady. There, Elliott will make his move. Right now, Zinkernagel looking to go right down the middle, and they score.
Elliott consigue el segundo para Chicago. Y otra vez, mi querido Max. Fire. Aquí en el Stade Saputo.
Clear, Owusu again, on the left foot, a stop. Brady with the save, but the flag is up anyhow. And John Freeman has seen enough. He blows his whistle, and that is it. Chicago gets yet another on the road, 7th heaven for them away from Chicago. Another victory and 3 valuable points. They may wake up tomorrow morning in a playoff position.
Great ending to a really tough stretch. We talked about it being difficult. We talked about needing the whole squad, and this is this game actually showed it. The guys that came in made the difference, and you guys worked your ass off. And I know we're really at the limit in terms of, Jack played every minute of every game. Think about that. Andrew played a big chunk. Guti, Phil, all you guys played a big chunk. Chris. So the point is that you need everyone. You need everyone. We won the game. Right now we have a week to recover, and then we have another game against Red Bull, and then we have some time off. Right? But our focus, guys, isn't relaxation yet. It's recover tonight, enjoy yourselves tonight, but it's really about how do we prepare to beat Red Bull and get ourselves really in the thick of it. All right, we're right there, guys, and now it's about clawing that final knockout. Okay? Really good job. This game ball could have went to a number of people, right? But it was really for Jack's pregame speech when he brought us back to when we were 10 years old. Goosebumps. That's really what got me, guys. Tearjerker. As a 10-year-old running around, I was like, I want to get out on that field. But Big Jack. Well Jack.
Atlanta was a grind, not the result the Fire were after, but ultimately learned a lot from that match. And credit to the team for bouncing back, right? In Montreal, grabbing all 3 points, that is how you handle business. All right, switching gears, I think it's everyone's childhood dream to throw out the first pitch at a baseball game, right? And that's exactly what happened to Fire defender and Hinsdale native Andrew Gutman, who walked into Wrigley Field and traded his boots for a baseball.
Phil, you might have to stand away from me because they might think that you're me in the video. Not nervous yet, but it does look a little steep right now. It's not that far. Like, it doesn't look that far from here. All right, Phil, let's get a couple throws in. Just warm it up a little. As long as you don't sky it or bounce it in, you're good. But I'm going for a strike with a little heat on it. All right.
How do you feel?
Nice and warm. I'm ready.
I didn't see the kick, though. I didn't see the kick.
That's the surprise for everyone.
Oh.
It's a lot of pressure now, dude. Now that you guys are here. Dude, it's not that far though. I thought when I get out here, it would look farther. I don't want to wait. I just want to get out there and throw my heater and just walk off to the applause. What's up, dude? Oh yeah, baby, let's go. Go Hoosiers. Well, there you go. I don't know if I can. It's hard, I need a soccer ball. It's too hard. It's all right. You're catching for me? All right. I'm gonna throw a strike. All right. Oh yeah, super big, yeah. Joe, should I throw a fastball or a curveball? Whatever I want? All right. Not really. I played baseball my whole life, so. And Courtney said the same thing. She texted me like this morning. She's like, "Are you getting nervous yet?" I'm like, "No, relax. Stop."
Now he's a standout walkback for the Chicago Fire FC. Please welcome professional soccer player, proud Indiana Hoosier alum, and Chicagoland native, Andrew Gutman.
I threw it a little high.
It was a little.
It was a little high.
It was a little. You didn't stretch out, and I didn't see the kick.
I got a little nervous.
Just like Callie said you would.
That was cool though. I got a better applause than the other guy. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I got it there.
Great job.
Thank you, thank you.
Enjoy the game.
Thank you.
He can lock you down in the back line and strike you out on the mound. Shout out to Andrew Gutman for that one. All right, still ahead. Jake tells us what goes into maintaining the perfect pitch, an update from Chris Mueller, and a look back at a big showdown against the New York Red Bulls. Don't go anywhere. More Inside the Fire coming up after this. Welcome back to Inside the Fire. I am Gabe Ramirez. Now, we talk a lot about what happens on the pitch, but we rarely talk about the pitch itself. So, out at the Endeavor Health Performance Center, the surface doesn't stay crispy by itself. No, that's why we want you to meet Jake, our head groundskeeper and the guy behind one of the best training pitches in the league. So here's what a day in his life looks like.
My name's Jake C., and I'm the head groundskeeper for Chicago Fire Football Club. Typically, we'll get in between 6:30 and 7 with an aim to be starting around 7. Our mornings are usually a sprint to the finish to try and make sure everything's ready by the time training starts. The team is myself and my assistant, Jordan. We're both very capable and competent individuals who've been in the industry for a long time. So there's days where he'll pick up a lot more of the slack. There's days where I'll pick up more of the slack. There's some days where I don't touch equipment at all and he's hogging it all. First order of business is always mowing. That's usually the most time-consuming part of what we do in the morning. The first thing that coaches would notice is one field being cut and one field not. So we always try to make sure that's taken care of first. The steel equipment we have here on site has been a huge help. Aesthetics are a massive part of our job. It's the first thing that people will see when something's wrong is, hey, that edge doesn't look quite right, or that patch of grass looks a little long. So having the steel equipment there to help us fine-tune those little details has been massive. Yeah, during training, the work doesn't stop for us. We're on hand. I like to call it, we're water attendants. We make sure that the team has a slick surface before they move to the next part of their drills. One thing with the reinforced fibers that we have here is we're doing fewer divots than ever before. The fibers take a lot of the brunt of the physical damage. It's made our lives so much easier. So we can focus on stuff like the surrounding areas, some of the aesthetics, make everything look nice and pretty for everyone. After training, our work is a lot more fluid. It depends on what's going on. Sometimes the weather throws us a curveball, but typically we'll take care of bigger projects, like we'll break dead material out of the surface or we'll paint. Sometimes we'll get a head start on aerating or those sort of cultural practices. Our typical shutdown routine, we make sure all the goals are lifted off the ground so that they're not killing any grass and they're put back in their proper positions so everything looks nice and proper for tomorrow morning. We always try and help out the equipment staff. We have a very good relationship. We take care of the goals together. It's like co-parenting. They get them in the mornings and we get them in the afternoons. We will lock up any gates, make sure if we have to set up water to run in the evening or in the morning that we're doing that, close all the bay doors, lock up shop, and get out of here. My name is Jake C. I'm the head groundskeeper for Chicago Fire Football Club, and thanks for coming along with me for a day in the life.
See, there's a lot that goes into training, and it's people like Jake who help make it feel like home for the Fire family. And speaking of family, one of our own has been off the pitch this season. Of course, I'm talking about Chris Mueller. He's been facing something bigger than the game, and while he's been quiet publicly, he wanted to open up and share a little bit about what he's been going through and how he's staying connected to the team.
What's up, Fire fans? Chris Mueller here. I know it's been a while since you guys have heard from me or seen anything about me, and might be growing some concerns, which I deeply appreciate. It means a lot to me. It's been quite a battle, but just wanted to clear the air with you guys and come out with some things as I've discussed with the club. I'm gonna be going on the IR for the season. I was diagnosed in preseason with something called pericarditis, which was an inflammation around the lining of the heart. And it's been something I've been battling for obviously the past 6-7 months now. It won't be anything that's going to affect my long-term health. I will be back out there eventually. It's just taken a little bit of time, and it's been a difficult one for me to take. It's been hard. It's felt like it's out of my control. I've tried to just remain in and around the team and be with the guys as much as I can to the capacity that I'm able to provide them with support and just continue to try and be there for them again as much as I possibly can be, because I miss it. It's been killing me to be out here on the sidelines for as long as I have been. A lot of people have been asking questions, but I just felt like it was time to come out and be honest and say what has kind of been going on, what I've been dealing with. All of us here at the Fire, it hasn't been an easy situation for anybody, for me especially. So I'm very grateful for the support I've gotten from the club, from Greg, from the coaches, from the front office. My teammates, everybody has been really behind me and made me feel very supported throughout all of this. So for that, I'm very grateful for the Fire family and everything that they've continued to do for me. I'm thankful for my wife, who's been my rock throughout the whole thing, and the ups and the downs, the getting close, getting pulled back again. You hear about it, it leaves your mind for a lot of people, but I'm the one, I go home and I live with it every day. And my wife sees me and how I go to sleep, sometimes upset, wake up upset, and just feel completely out of my element, just in the sense that I don't have control over a lot of this. And so to her, to my kids who keep me going, keep me pushed, to try and continue to be better versions of myself every day with what I can control. You know, I'm trying to use this experience as an example of when you get dealt a bad hand, you have to keep moving forward. You know, you don't really have an alternative option. And I want them to see that being strong is when you go through trials and struggles and difficult circumstances, that you continue to aim up and try and be your best self, try and be supportive and loving, and continue with a little bit of hope, even if that's all you have, right? So I think that all is important in what I'm trying to take away and growing myself after being tested, my strength, my patience, my identity, even as a soccer player. It's been a really interesting fight, let's say. But I'm very much grateful again for the support from my family, from the Fire, and I'm extremely excited to get back out there in front of the Fire fans, because if there's anything I've learned right now, it's how much I've missed being out there, how much I've missed being with the team, traveling with the team, trying to lead the guys, be good energy, just radiating positive feedback and communication with everybody. It's been a part of me for my whole life, and having it taken away, you start to realize you can't take these little things for granted. So I'm definitely looking forward to crossing the white lines again, and being back out there with them, competing and doing what I love, and hopefully bringing joy back to the Fire fans. So with that being said, thank you all for listening for this brief moment. I can't wait to be back out there in front of you guys again soon. But for now, see you later.
Chris, we miss you, we love you, we can't wait to see you soon. And man, his recovery has been more than just strength, right? It's been patience, focus, and a steady mindset. And honestly, that's the same energy the Fire brought back to Soldier Field. Focused, composed, and ready to fight against the New York Red Bulls, a team that'll likely be battling for a playoff spot a little bit down the line. So let's see how they played against the New York Red Bulls.
Ugo Kuipers, 13 goals this season, 3 in his last 6 in Major League Soccer. So with Soldier Field holding its breath, this is why Ugo Kuipers was brought here, for big moments like this, to deliver in moments like this. It's Ugo Kuipers. With the end of the regular season on the horizon, today again coated in importance, and just a point separating two sides desperate to be a part of the postseason pack. Two major cities in need of a major moment in Major League Soccer, as we welcome you to Soldier Field for Chicago Fire and Red Bull New York. An all-Eastern Conference affair with 10 games remaining in the Major League Soccer regular season, a game of vital importance. Both sides on the edge of the postseason conversation. Chicago Fire, Red Bull New York.
Guys, this is why we play the game on nights like this, right? We know what's at stake, we win, we pass it. It's as simple as that. 1, 2, 3, fire!
Victory today for Chicago Fire would put them above Red Bull New York into the top 9 for the first time in 2.5 weeks.
Everyone be fucking on it today. Win your tackles, win your jokes, and we'll win this game. Come on now, let's go. Come on. 1, 2, 3, win!
At Soldier Field, away we go. 9th versus 10th as we welcome you to the very edge of the Eastern playoff picture. Zinkenagel's ball in, the heads go up, Coronel got a fish to it. Into the path of the goalkeeper once more, Coronel made the challenge. Terran forwards and wide. Here's Bamba in behind. Jonathan Bamba, cross goal! Very good save by Coronel and scrambled away. We don't have the ball now, but Zinkenagel does and fires! It's a very good save again from Coronel. Gutierrez tees it up here for Jonathan Bamba! Another save, this time at the near post by Coronel. Choupo-Moting lets fly. A rather routine save for Chris Brady in goal. Now here's Kuipers in behind. There's a half-hearted appeal for handball. Regardless, they'll get themselves a corner. Alan Chapman and co are going to go to the monitor and check this.
After review, final decision, penalty.
Here we have it, penalty, and a major chance for Chicago Fire. Hugo Kuipers, 13 goals this season, 3 in his last 6 in Major League Soccer. So with Soldier Field holding its breath, this is why Hugo Kuipers was brought here, for big moments like this, to deliver in moments like this. It's Hugo Kuipers who scores! In their hour of need, their main man delivers. Chicago Fire on the cusp of half-time, the perfect time, lead Red Bull New York by a goal to nil. Attention at the other end of the field, Gutierrez, Zinkenagell! Miller brings it forwards, promoting on the turn, and Elliott's able to clear. Stern save at the near post from Chris Brady. Chicago Fire clear their lines, and with that victory, Chicago Fire's number 9 propels them into the top 9 with their 10th victory of the season, and it may just be their biggest yet.
Second shutout and win at home. Nothing better than this. Let's go. It's over, man. 2 in a row. We're on a fucking roll. Let's fucking go, boys. Come on. Ah! I love you, Wookie! Vamos!
You can feel the sense of belief now for Chicago Fire. That is a massive win for them.
This game ball goes to someone who I think embodied what this game was about. He was a monster in the midfield, winning second balls and driving with the ball down to the. Congratulations, buddy.
Really, I don't know what to say, but thank you for this all effort we do today, and let's keep like this, and for the next game, for 3 points. Let's go.
That was a great win for the Fire, and to celebrate, having Chance the Rapper perform following the match, let's just say Summertime Shy was in full effect on the lakefront. So what? That makes 2 straight clean sheet victories for the men in red. Shout out Chris Brady for handling business. He calls them donuts and he loves eating them. So now what? The Fire are 2 points ahead of New York, alone in 9th place, and we got to keep the train rolling. On to the next 2 home matches that are going to be at SeatGeek Stadium, right? August 9th against LAFC, then August 16th against St. Louis City SC, and we want to see you there. The fellas, they feed off your energy. I do too. And with the end of the season just a couple months away, we're gonna need you for that playoff push, all right? That is a wrap for this episode of Inside the Fire, and we will see you guys next time. I am Gabe Ramirez, y como siempre, like always, vamos Fire.